Let's start with how the GST is operating in India, right? Now, imagine A is a manufacturer. Imagine A is a manufacturer. A is a manufacturer, right? Right. Now, he is not buying from anywhere else. He is having already material is having. Okay, is having already is having input. Okay. Suppose imagine cost of a product for a manufacturer, say 100 rupees, say 100 rupees, say 100 rupees, right? Now A is a manufacturer, he is in Chennai, imagine he is in Chennai. A is a manufacturer, is in Chennai, already is having a cost of product 100 rupees. He just adds some value to the product, he just adding some value to the product. For example, some profit is added, or another material is something added, some value is added. What is the profit or value added? Say for example 20 rupees. Now, what is the selling price, FP selling price? It is going to be 120. If it is going to be 120. Okay. So, cost 100, profit 20, selling price 120. Right. This is the way A manufacturing things. Now, A is a manufacturer who is in Chennai, selling goods to B is in Madurai. So, A is a manufacturer in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. B is also in Madurai, that is also in Tamil Nadu, right? So, what happened? Manufacturer selling goods to B of Madurai. B may be a wholesaler, he may be a wholesaler, right? Wholesaler, B is a Madurai, Tamil Nadu. This kind of sale is called intrastate sale. What is intrastate sale? Within Tamil Nadu you can make a sale. Within Tamil Nadu you can make a sale is called intrastate. State to state is called inter. Within state is called intra. Right. Now A Chennai selling goods to B Madurai is a wholesaler. Both Chennai and Madurai are in Tamil Nadu. Therefore, intrastate sale. It is called intrastate sale. Within Chennai, within Tamil Nadu, you are making a sale. Right. What is the cost price for A manufacturer? 100. What is the profit or value added? 20. What is selling price? 120. Now. So, A is a manufacturer selling goods to B of Madurai. It is called intrastate. If it is intrastate means there are two GST you have to charge. One is called CGST, Central Goods and Service Tax, CGST. Another one is called SGST. State Goods and Service Tax. Central Goods and Service Tax, State Goods and Service Tax. There are two types of taxes he has to charge. A is a manufacturer to B of Madurai. So, first he has to charge CGST. Say for example, the output, what is coming out is called output. Whatever he introduced is called input. So, input value added converted into output. What is the output price now? 120. So, within Tamil Nadu the selling take place. So, therefore, there are two charges. One is called CGST, Central Goods and Service Tax he has to charge for the selling price. Another one is called State GST. For example, normally in India 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%, at most 40%, at most. So, basically there are 5 rates given: 0% GST, 5% GST, 12% GST, 18% GST, 28% GST. It depends upon the product to product. Suppose if you are buying and selling, for example, AC, 28%. Suppose buying and selling chips, 5%. If you are going to stay in a hotel, 18%. Different slabs are available, that is you can come to know later on stages, right? So, there are two charges, one is called CGST, another one is called SGST. CGST and SGST. For example, I imagine this is 12% category product, 12% category product. So, within Tamil Nadu we are selling 12% GST rate I am taking for example, this 12% we have to distribute to 6% CGST, 6% SGST. If it is 12 means 6 is 6. If it is 5 means 2.5. If it is 18 means 9. If it is 28 means 14. So, this is common rate. If it is intrastate, it is divided by 2. So, 12 means 6 is 6 you can charge. Now, 126% how much will come? It is going to be 7.2 approximately. Okay. Similarly, 120 into 6%, 7.2. So, altogether 120 plus 14.4, it is going to be 134.4, right. This is called invoice price. So, what is selling price here? 120. What is CGST rate? I am assuming 6%. So, what is invoice price? 134.4, right. Now, A is a manufacturer, Chennai, selling goods to Madurai person within Tamil Nadu, intrastate sale. If it is intrastate, there are two taxes will come. One is CGST, other one is SGST. I take this tax bracket. Therefore, 6 I am allocating. 120 into 6%, 126%. 134.4 is called invoice price. Invoice price. Right. This is case 1. Now this is intrastate. Therefore, two taxes are charged. One is CGST, another one is SGST. Right. Now, A selling goods to B at 120 plus CGST 7.2 plus SGST 7.2. What is total price? 134.4. That is called invoice price. That is called invoice price. Now, the part. So, B will pay to A 134.4. B will pay to A 134.4. 134.4. Right. Now, he is also registered GST. He also registered GST. He also registered GST. So, if you want to pass a GST credit to somebody else, both people have to be registered. He is a manufacturer, he has to be registered. He is a trader, he has to be registered. Under indirect tax department, both people have to register GST. Okay, that's the first step. Right. Now, both are registered, Right. Now, the very important step starts now. Right. B is a Madurai. Right. Now, for B, how much B paid to A? 134.4 he paid. How much CGST paid? 7.2. How much SGST paid? 7.2. It is called input tax credit. So, for a buyer, if he is registered, he paid any CGST or SGST, he may claim ITC. What is ITC? Input tax credit he can claim. This is applicable only for buyer. Those who registered, right? What is ITC for him? Input tax credit. So, there are two ITC for him. One is CGST 7.2, he already paid. Another one is called SGST 7.2, that he already paid. Now, once he paid, he is a registered dealer. He paid, he can take credit. How much credit? 7.2. There are two credits he is having. Right. Now, the important part starts. Right. Now, B of Madurai, selling goods to C of Coimbatore, Kovai. Kovai is also in Tamil Nadu. C of Kovai. B of Madurai, selling goods to C of Kovai. Right. For this, he has to make certain arrangements. No. Now, the cost starts. See, he paid 134.4. B paid to A. 7.2 also he paid. Once he paid, he can take credit. The credit is called CGST credit and SGST credit. 7.2. For B, cost is 120. Selling price of A will always cost price of B. Now, the cost price of B is 120. He took these two credits. Now, B is going to make a sale to C. Again, he is going to value added profit. Say, for example, profit value added 30. What is selling price for B? 150. So, Madurai to Coimbatore, Madurai to Kovai. That is also intrastate. Okay. Intrastate means there are two taxes he has to charge. Correct? No. One is CGST, Central Goods and Service Tax. Another one is SGST, State Goods and Service Taxes. Okay. Say, for example, this output is 6%. This output is 18%. Imagine. He producing different output. This output is different. Okay. This output is different. Both are different. So, therefore, higher taxes. For example, this output is different. So, I am just comes around 18% tax bracket. I am charging, for my assumption, I am charging two taxes. CGST 9%, different output he produces. A produces different output, B produces a different output, therefore different GST rates. So, CGST 9%, SGST 9%, that is equivalent to 13.5. Similarly, 150 into 9%, 13.5. Now, this is invoice price. So, 150 plus 13.5 plus 13.5, that is equivalent to 177. It is called invoice price. So, C make payment to B 177. Make payment to B 177. How the system operates, you come to know. Now the question is how much A will pay to government, Chennai person, how much B of Madurai person will pay to government, That's a question. Okay, fine. Now, how much A will pay to government, right? Now, the question is, take note of this. So, net IGST payable. I tell you IGST later on. What is IGST? See, if you state to state, if you are making sales, now IGST to be charged. Within state, CGST, SGST. State to state, IGST. State to state, IGST. Net IGST payable. Net IGST payable is equivalent to IGST output minus IGST input. That is output. IGST on output. This is IGST on input. This is paid. This is collected. Minus CGST input minus SGST input. So this is the amount net IGST you have to pay to the, kindly take note of it, this one. Net IGST payable is equal to IGST output minus IGST input minus CGST input minus SGST input. IGST means integrated goods and service tax. State to state sales means you have to charge this. Next, net CGST payable. Net CGST payable. That is equivalent to CGST output minus CGST input minus IGST input. Next, net SGST payable. That is equivalent to SGST output minus SGST input minus IGST input. So based on this, I am going to explain the sum. I will explain this while I am solving this. Net SGST payable is equal to SGST output minus SGST input minus IGST input. Net CGST payable is equivalent to CGST output minus CGST input minus IGST input. Net IGST payable is equal to IGST output minus IGST input minus CGST input minus SGST input. That's it. Right. I'll explain this. Right. Okay. Now, my question is, how much A will make payment to government? How much taxes A has to make payment to government? That's the question. Correct? No. Right. Now. So A is a intrastate sale or interstate sale? Intrastate sale only. With this, Chennai to Madurai is making sales, not Chennai to Karnataka, not Chennai to Andhra. Chennai to Madurai only is making sales. It's called intrastate. Now, he collected two amounts. One CGST collected from B, another SGST collected from B. CGST collected, SGST collected from B. How much? 7.2. Now, net CGST payable by A. Who is liable to pay to the government? A only, because A is a person collected. A person collected will remit. A person collected will make payment to government. Who collected this? A only collected. Seller who has all the is liable to pay. Seller collecting the payment is liable to pay. The question is liable to pay. Who is liable to pay here? A. Net CGST payable by A is equal to net CGST payable by A is equal to net CGST payable by A is equal to CGST output minus CGST input minus IGST input. Okay, I am going to apply this here. This is what the government says. Okay. So net CGST payable by A is equal to CGST output minus CGST input minus IGST input. This is the CGST amount payable by A to the government. What is the CGST output? He collected 7.2. Is there any input for? Is there any GST paid by A? No. There is no input paid by A. B paid input. There are two inputs. 7.2 B paid to A. No input paid. Therefore, no CGST input for Mr. A. There is no CGST input for Mr. A. Therefore, 0. Is there any IGST paid? If Mr. A purchased from any state governments, maybe other than Tamil Nadu, Mr. A purchased any goods from other than Tamil Nadu? No. If he purchased other than Tamil Nadu, he has to pay IGST. Suppose A purchased from Maharashtra, he has to pay IGST to Maharashtra government. So he has to pay IGST to the government. He has to pay IGST to the government. So he is not purchasing anything from locally as well as from other states. Therefore, there is no input for A. There is no IGST for Mr. A. So he is not buying anything anywhere within Tamil Nadu or anywhere outside Tamil Nadu. Therefore, no input. How much Mr. A has to pay? 7.2 he has to pay to the government. Whatever he collected, he has to pay to the government. There is no input for him. Now, similarly, net SGST payable by A, that is equivalent to net SGST payable is equivalent to SGST output, state GST output, that is collected amount minus SGST input. Any paid GST is there? No for Mr. A. Minus any IGST input for A? No. Right. Now here, what is SGST output for Mr. A? 7.2. So SGST output 7.2 for Mr. A. He collected from B. There is no SGST input for Mr. A, 0. There is no IGST input for A, 0. Therefore, 7.2. That's it. So net SGST payable by A to government is 7.2. Net CGST payable by A to government 7.2. Okay, right. Right. Now A story is over. Right. Now I'll come back to B. Right. So B making sale to whom? C. Where is C? Is in Kovai. Where is Kovai? In Tamil Nadu. Which means within state to state, within a state is making sales. Therefore, now how much B will make payment to government? How much B will have to pay? Now net CGST payable by B. Net CGST payable by B is equal to, so I already told you the concept. This is the concept. This is a set off. It's called set off procedure. CGST output, first set off against CGST input, then set off against IGST input. So this is a set off procedure. Now I am going to apply here. Net CGST payable by B is equivalent to CGST output minus CGST output minus CGST input minus CGST output minus CGST input minus IGST input. Right. What is the CGST output collected by B? 13.5. Collected by B from C. What is CGST input? Paid by B to A. This is the input paid by B. This is output collected by B. Input paid by B. Output collected by B. So 13.5 is output CGST collected. 7.2 is the input paid. So 13.5 minus 7.2. 13.5 minus 7.2. So 13.5 minus 7.2. There is no IGST input, therefore 0. If there is still input, we can adjust here. How much he has to pay to the government? That is equivalent to 6.3. He has to make payment to government. Who? Mr. B liable to pay. That's it. Similarly, net SGST payable by B is equal to SGST output minus SGST input minus IGST input. What is SGST output? Here 13.5 minus, that is collected amount. Output means collected amount from C. How much SGST paid by B to A? 7.2. So 7.2 minus IGST input. So here 0. My balance figure 13.5 minus 7.5. 13.5 minus 7.2. which means 6.3. How much SGST payable by B to the government? 6.3. How much CGST payable by B to the government? 6.3. Because already he is having 2 credit. Since he is a buyer, no, he registered, so he is having 2 credits. So this is the mechanism of GST. Okay, right. If you are a registered dealer, if you paid any taxes, if you are collecting any output, you can adjust. Since you are a businessman, no, it is not for consumer, it is only for businessman. Okay, right. Now, okay. Next one. Now, so how much credit for C? C how much paid? C how much paid to B? C how much paid to B? So C so far paid 13.5 paid. C paid. Where is he now? He is in Coimbatore. So CGST input. It is called input tax credit. There are two ITC. A person who buy credit, a person who buy the product, he has to pay. A person who paid GST is called credit, input tax credit. How much GST credit for Mr. C of Kovai? 13.5. He paid two inputs. One is CGST input 13.5. Another one is called SGST input. So that is also 13.5. So CGST input 13.5. SGST input 13.5. There are two inputs. Now C of Kovai selling goods. C of Kovai selling goods to D of Cochin. Where is Cochin? Cochin is in Kerala, other state. Now the product moving from Tamil Nadu to Cochin. From Tamil Nadu to Cochin, the product is moving out. Right. Now, where is the seller? He is in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Where is the buyer? D, Cochin, Kerala. So state to state sale. IGST will come. Right. Now, Kovai to Cochin, the product goes. So it is called state to state transfer. So IGST to be chargeable. Now, tell me exactly for C, what is the cost price? He buy goods and selling goods, correct? No, C of Kovai. For C, what is the cost price? Selling price of B is equal to cost price of C. Selling price of B is equal to cost price of C. What is the cost price of C? 150. Again, C adding some profit. Say for example, 50 rupees profit is adding. Now, selling price of C, that is going to be 200. Now, product moving from Coimbatore, Chennai, Tamil Nadu to Cochin, Kerala. That is state to state transfer. If it is state to state transfer, we have to charge IGST. Now, IGST. Imagine I am charging 12% IGST for the product. For this product, Yogesh, I am charging 12%. My assumption. So IGST I am charging 12%. My 212%, 24. Right. Now invoice price 224. IGST is my assumption 12%. Invoice price 224. Right. Now question is what is net output collected from D? C from D collected 24. IGST collected. Integrated goods and service tax he collected. IGST means integrated goods and service tax he collected. 24 he collected. Right. How much inputs having? There are two inputs he is having. For C and one output for C. One output for C and two input for C. Now net IGST payable. Who is able to pay GST here? C only. So net IGST payable by C is equivalent to IGST output. I told you the concept already. Okay. IGST output. So net IGST payable is equivalent to IGST output minus IGST input minus CGST input minus SGST input. This is the concept I am going to apply now. How the IGST to be set off? First IGST output collected, then minus IGST input paid, minus CGST input paid, minus SGST input paid. This is the way set off to be take place. Now I am going to apply this. Now, so net IGST payable by C net IGST payable by C is equivalent to net IGST payable by C is equivalent to, so IGST output minus IGST input minus CGST input, CGST input, IGST output minus IGST input minus CGST input minus SGST input. This is the way set off is going to take place. Now, what is the output collected? IGST output collected 24 by C from D Kerala 24. There is no IGST input. There is no IGST input for C. See here. There is no IGST input for C. He is having two input. One is CGST, another one is SGST. There is no IGST input. Kovai person is not buying from any other state. Is not buying from any other state. He is selling to other state. He is not buying from any other state. Therefore, there is no input IGST input for him. Therefore, 0, 0, 0. CGST input, yes, he is having. He paid this money to B. He is having 13.5, 13.5, 13.5. Similarly, SGST input is having. That is also 13.5, 13.5. Now adjust 24 minus 13.5 minus 13.5. That is equivalent to minus 3, minus 3, minus 3. Correct? No? If it is minus 3, we have to call it as. So what is the logic here? Minus 3 we are getting. Correct? No? What is the logic here? First 24 minus 13.5 you have to set off first. There is no IGST input, 0. So CGST input we set off. Right. Still, what is the balance required? We have 13.5, we have input. SGST input, still we have 13.5 is available. 13.5 input we have. 13.5 input available. How much is required? 10.5 only required. 13.5 we have input. 10.5 only required. So the answer becomes 0. So 24 minus 13.5. I am taking 10.5 out of 13.5. How much required to set off completely? 10.5 only required. So 0 be the answer. So net IGST payable by Z is equal to 0. Now see here in the transaction, IGST output 24, IGST input 0, CGST input 13.5, SGST input is having, still 13.5 is having. But only we need 10.5 to make it 0, which means IGST payable by Z is 0. So 13.5 he already paid. 10.5 only he is going to take. Out of 13.5, 10.5 he take. Still how much input is available? Still is having SGST input of 13.5 is having input. Is taking for set off only 10.5 is going to set off 10.5. What is the balance input available? 3 rupees 3. Still SGST input available for Mr. C is 3 rupees. So net IGST payable by C in this case 0. Still he is having a SGST input of 3. Now the last part. Now D of Cochin. Now no interstate transfer. Therefore we charge IGST collected by C, IGST paid by D. Who paid IGST here? Mr. D paid. For D it is going to be IGST input. How much IGST input for D? How much he paid to C? 24 he paid to C. Therefore for D the IGST input is 24. Now it took credit. Integrated GST credit it took. Now selling price of C become cost price of D. Selling price of C become cost price of D, because this IGST paid it took credit. So the cost price, selling price of C become cost price of D. Therefore 200. So is adding profit. Say for example 50 rupees profit is adding. Therefore selling price 250. Now D of Cochin selling goods to E of Kollam. Where is Kollam district? Quilon is also Kerala. So the sale going from Kerala to Kerala, that is within Kerala. Within Kerala means within Kerala. Therefore intrastate means there are two taxes he has to charge. Cochin person has to charge the Kollam person to Kollam person two charges. What are the charges? One is called CGST, another one is called SGST. There are two taxes he has to charge. Cochin, Kerala, seller, Kollam or Quilon, buyer at Kerala. So Kerala to Kerala, seller Kerala, buyer Kerala. Therefore, intrastate. Two taxes to be levied. One is CGST, another one is SGST. Central GST, state GST. Intrastate means state to state, within a state, within a state. Intrastate means within a state, within a state. Therefore, he has to charge two charges. One is CGST. Say for example, convenience I am taking 6% output. Another one is state GST. Kerala to Kerala. 2 GST, CGST, SGST, 6%. That is equivalent to 15 CGST, 215 is 6%, 15. Therefore, invoice price 250 plus 30, 280. Now, my question is, how much GST D will pay to government? How much GST D will pay to government? Now, this is purely intrastate, within a state, right? Now, what is collected amount by D? Now, net GST payable by D, net GST payable by D, net GST payable by D. My concept is purely based on D now, right? Now, D, how much GST A has to pay to the government, right? Step number 1. Net CGST payable is equal to CGST output minus CGST output minus CGST input minus IGST input. This is called set off procedure. CGST output can be adjusted to CGST input. CGST output can be adjusted to IGST input, but CGST output cannot be adjusted towards SGST input. Similarly, SGST output cannot be adjusted towards CGST input. So, CGST output and SGST input cannot be adjusted. Similarly, SGST output and CGST input cannot be adjusted. But IGST input can be adjusted towards either CGST output or SGST output or IGST output. Now, the very important part, how much he has to pay, right? Now, D collected from E Kerala. How much he collected? 15 he collected. What is the input? Is there any CGST input for D Kerala, D Cochin? So, net CGST payable is equal to CGST output minus CGST input minus IGST input. What is CGST output collected by D? Collected by CGST output collected by D of Cochin, that is equivalent to 15. Is there any CGST input for D of Cochin? No, only IGST input, no CGST input. Therefore, CGST input 0. Minus, is there any IGST input? Yes, 24 is there. But I need only 15. 24 is having a credit. Credit means always negative. Paid means negative. Is already 24 negative. I am taking only 15 negative. So, by the way, answer 0. By the way, still how much credit is having? 24 minus 15. Still is having credit of 9. Still 9 IGST credit is having. 15 only adjusted. Still is having 9. Now, net SGST payable. So, net SGST payable is equivalent to SGST output minus SGST input minus IGST input. So, SGST output minus SGST input, I already given the format, minus IGST input. Now, SGST output how much SGST output? So, it is going to be 15, right? Is there any SGST input? No, he is having only IGST input. There is no SGST input. Only IGST input, right? Now, SGST input 0. Is there any IGST input? Yes, still is having 9. No, out of 24, 15 already adjusted for a CGST output. Still he is having IGST input of 24 minus 15, 9. 9 is having IGST input. So, 15 minus 9, 6. So, net SGST payable by D to government 6. Net SGST payable by D to government 6. Net CGST payable by D to government 0. That's it. Now, I'll come back to the last part. I'll come back to the last part. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Fine. I come back to the last part. Last part. So now E of Kollam, E of Kerala. Where is he? E is in Kollam, Koilan. E of Kerala making sale to F, a customer. He is in Kollam itself. Or in Trivandrum. Customer. He is not a trader. He is not a manufacturer. He is not a service provider. He is a customer. So customer, okay, automatically GST passing will ends here. Finally, where it ends? A consumer buys, it ends. A customer buys, it ends. If trader going on, this is the way. Yes, the things will be moving on. So where it ends, once a customer buys, GST cycle ends. Now for E, where is he? He is in Kollam. He is selling goods to whom? F, customer. Where is he? In Kollam itself or in Trivandrum. Now the cycle ends. For E of Kollam is a trader. How much CGST paid? 15. How much SGST paid? 15. To whom he paid? D of Cochin. Therefore, Kollam to Kollam or Kollam to Trivandrum. That is intrastate sale, which means there are two taxes will come. One is called CGST, another one is called SGST will come. There are two taxes will come. Right. Now, already is having input. How much input is having? How much he paid earlier? 15. So CGST input to E of Kollam, 15 rupees available. Credit is having credit. Similarly, how much he paid SGST to D of Cochin? SGST input he paid again 15 rupees he paid. 15 he paid. That's it. So CGST input he paid 15. SGST input paid he 15. That's it. Now the last part starts. Whatever be the selling price of D, become cost price of E, because it took credit for these two elements. So whatever selling price of D become cost price of E. Now E concept. For E, the cost price is 250. Selling price of D become cost price of E. What is the cost price now? 250. He is having two credits. What are the two credits he is having? So he is having two credits. So one is CGST input, that is 15. Another one SGST input, that is also 15. Therefore he is having two credit. One is CGST input, another one is SGST input. What is the cost price here? Selling price of D become cost price of E, that is 250. Again he is adding some profit, that is 50. Now the selling price is 300. Now E Kollam, selling price 300 to F customer at Kollam. Right. Okay. Customer at Kollam. So E Kollam selling goods to F customer Kollam. Right. So selling price 300. So cost price 250, profit 50, selling price 300. Now here final sales completed. Local sales only, no, Kollam to Kollam, no, or Kollam to Trivandrum. There are two taxes he has to charge, correct? No. So one is CGST he has to collect, another one is SGST he has to collect. So for example, for my convenience I am taking 6. 306%, 18. 18. So 336. This is invoice price. So F a customer will pay 18 to E seller. F customer pay 18 to seller E. Right. For F there is no input. Because he is a customer. No, he is not a businessman. He is not a trader. He is not a manufacturer. So there is no credit. So finally customer will pay 18 to E. That's it. This is stop. Now question is, there is no credit for customer. Finally the question is, how much E will pay to government? Now net he paid to the government. So net CGST payable is equivalent to So CGST output minus CGST input minus IGST input. CGST output how much he collected from customer Mr. E. Who is going to liable to pay here? E liable to pay to government. He is a trader, liable to pay. Seller is always liable to pay. Okay, 18 rupees output he collected. 15 he paid already. 18 collected. 15 he paid already. There is no IGST input for E, therefore 0. So 3 rupees he has to make payment to government in the form of CGST. Similarly, net SGST payable by E to the government. So SGST output minus SGST input minus IGST input. So what is SGST output collected from the customer? 18. What is IGST input he paid? 15. Is there any IGST input paid by D? E? No, 0. 18 minus 15, 3. So net SGST payable by E, 3. Net CGST payable by E, 3 to the government. That's it. Now, so what is the advantage of these tax credits? The logic is very simple. See, once I paid GST, I took credit, automatically the cost price coming down, correct? No, the cost price coming down. Selling price of one person became cost price of another person because I took credit. I am not taking invoice price as a cost price, I am taking selling price as a cost price. So finally, consumer will be benefited. So consumer will pay only lower amount. Finally, how much consumer is paying now? 336 is paying. How much consumer E paying to the Mr. E? 336. If you take invoice price as a cost price without taking credit, automatically the consumer will E pay 500 or 550 something. So by taking credit only, the prices will coming down. If you are a trader, you take input, you collect output, you adjust. So finally, who is going to be benefited? Consumer is going to be benefited. That is the idea behind GST. So how much collected by the government finally? How much government collected finally? What is the money will go to government kitty? Government treasury? From A. How much government? So here, first category. How much government will collect? You can take a note of it. First one. Okay. Here 7.2 will go to government. CGST. 7.2 CGST go to government. 7.2 SGST go to government. 7.2 to government. 7.2 to government. CGST 7.2, SGST 7.2 to government. Plus. Coming back to B sale. How much CGST payable by B to government? 6.3. How much SGST payable by B to government? 6.3. 6.3 will go to government. Coming back to C. How much IGST payable by C to government? 0. How much IGST payable by C to government? 0. Is there any credit for him? Yes, still he is having credit of 3. The 3 rupees he can adjust over next sale he can adjust. So C category, he won't pay 0 to government. He will pay 0 to government. He won't pay nothing to government. He will pay 0 to government. So 3 rupees is having a credit. Next sale he can adjust SGST. How much D will make payment to government? Net CGST payable by D to government 0. Net GST payable to D to government 6. How much E will make payment to government? 3 rupees CGST. SGST 3 rupees. So 3 rupees will collected by government from E finally. See here, using tax credits, your output and input are adjusted, you are paying lower to the government. The idea began the sin, no, everybody is included. Once you got registered, you can take credit. So that government, the entire idea of government is every seller, buyer, trader, manufacturer, service provider, they have to be included in this system. So government will collect from each and every one. So they try to increase the tax base, they will collect partly from each and every one. By the way, government will get more revenue. That's the idea. See what happened before GST. What happened before GST? Imagine situation before GST. What happened before GST? Right. Now before GST, the manufacturer will pay excise duty. The trader will pay VAT. If it is within a state, VAT to be paid, VAT to be collected. If it is state to state, CST is there, CST, that is called central sales tax, CST, central sales tax, CST is there. So trader will pay or collect VAT, or he has to pay CST. State to state means CAT, central sales tax, value added tax, excise duty, state to state means CST, right. Suppose if you are a service provider, you are doing service, you are a chartered accountant, or you are a cost accountant, you are an auditor or company secretary, whoever may be, if you are doing any services, you have to pay service tax to the government. So manufacturer will pay excise duty to the government, trader will pay either VAT or within a state value added tax, or central sales tax, state to state. If you are service provider, you have to pay service tax. So different, so this VAT is different from state to state. In Andhra, different VAT. In Kerala, different VAT. Karnataka, different VAT. Maharashtra, different VAT. In Tamil Nadu, different VAT. Service tax comes under central government control. Excise duty comes under central government control. VAT comes under state government control. CST comes under state government control. Excise duty cannot be adjusted towards VAT. CST cannot be adjusted towards excise duty. You paid CST, but there is no credit. So excise duty cannot be adjusted towards VAT. This was the previous system. Now, similarly, service tax cannot be adjusted towards VAT. I paid service tax. I collected VAT. I cannot adjust. Now these taxes are vanished. 17 taxes are vanished approximately. 17 indirect taxes are vanished. Now they become simple tax. It's called GST. Goods and service tax. Simple tax, GST. 17 taxes has been abolished. GST coming into play. Now India, there are only two indirect taxes at present. One is called GST, another one is called customs duty. Still excess duty is there. They are charging some products. If you are going to buy alcohol, there is a VAT. Going to be flight fuel, there is a VAT. Still excess duty charge on alcohol, still there. They are not abolishing completely, but majority of taxes are abolished. Few taxes are still there for a state government point of view, for alcohol, and for example for the VAT fuel for flights collected by state governments. Now comes under only two taxes. One is called GST, another one is called customs duty. If it is export duty, import duty, customs control. Rest of things GST, right. So there are 17 taxes subsumed to become DX. So one market, one nation, one tax. That's what Modi ji's mantra. So July 1, 2017, GST was introduced. Midnight, that is June 30 midnight, it was introduced in the House of Parliament. Presence of President Mukherjee, Prime Minister Modi ji. So June 30 midnight or July 1 day 0, okay, GST was introduced. One nation, one mark, one tax. Subscribe to our YouTube channel Style Digitech and press the bell icon to see new videos.